Yeah, so anyways, this SCP is SCP-1372-RU. Whatever amuses a child.
Oh wait, Bright, we can't see it in Discord.
Oh, do you want me to show in Discord? Oh yeah, sorry. I forgot.
That'd be a good idea.
Alright, so you can follow along. There you go. That should be it. Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Item SCP-1372-RU. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1372 is to be contained in a sealed, soundproof cubicle cell measuring 1.5 meters on a cube, equipped with a sensor that reacts to the absence of sound for more than 5 seconds. The cell is to be placed in a 5 by 5 meter containment chamber with the ability to administer rapid-acting gaseous sedatives. The chamber is to be monitored by video surveillance via automated non-AI monitoring systems. In the event that the monitoring system alerts the object to atypical behavior, the video signal is to be reviewed by a Foundation employee with a CMU. Level of mental stability. Okay. Not less than 4 points. In the absence of signs of violation of the conditions of detention, the video signal must be transmitted with a delay of 50 seconds. The duration of continuous observation by one person must not exceed 20 minutes. Foundation employees exposed to uncontrolled exposure to the object must be immediately sedated for at least 6 hours and treated with amnestics. Access to the object is permitted only during experiments. All experiments must be approved by Dr. Senitsen and conducted only in the containment chamber. Priority is given to experiments aimed at investigating thaumaturgic methods of manipulating the object. SCP-1372-1 is to be contained in a standard humanoid containment cell and undergo daily psychotherapy sessions with an assigned Foundation psychologist. Recordings of these sessions are to be provided to the Foundation Theology Department. Access to public areas is prohibited until the object is confirmed to be non-anomalous. D-516453 is to be released from molecular station and kept in a standard humanoid containment cell. Requests from -1 to communicate with D-516453 are to be reviewed by the Foundation psychologist assigned to the object. Description: SCP-1372 appears to be a human female approximately 9 years of age. The subject does not age, nor does it experience any biological needs, and will ignore any attempts by outside entities to satisfy them. This, coupled with its lack of response to sedatives, suggests that it is not metabolizing substances. Samples taken upon initial containment are consistent with a non-anomalous healthy child and do not exhibit the anomalous properties associated with the subject. The subject's clothing is consistent with the 18th century crossed out, consisting of a cotton sarafan, and is not subject to aging or wear. Any contamination will slowly disappear from clothing as well from the surface of this object's body. The mechanism of this phenomenon has not been studied. From 20 minutes for minor strains for 48 hours for substances such as dry blood. Alright. SCP-1372 cries constantly, producing profuse tears. However, tears do not accumulate in the room, and based on humidity analysis of the air in the containment chamber, do not evaporate. Samples of tears are consistent with non-anomalous human tears. Like other samples, they do not exhibit anomalous properties when separated from the object. Any human capable of seeing or hearing 1372 is subjected to a powerful mental compulsion. Up to 4 points on the Schmidt scale. This effect also extends to audio and video surveillance broadcast, both cases in a significantly weakened form. Oh god, what happened? Why is it
What?
all in Russian again?
Press. Can you repress the translate thing?
I did. Wait, I can't.
Oh,
Try look.
Okay, there
Yeah,
it
there we
goes.
go.
I don't know why that happened. But anyways. Oh, what the
who knows?
hell? Anyways,
Press it again. Yeah.
fuck's sake. Google Chrome, I always translate Russian. There we go. Anyways, but not all materials transmitted more than 1 minute after the recorded signal. Affected subjects show a desire to calm 1372, perceiving it as their first priority. All the object ignores all conventional methods of consolation. Persuasion, promises non-aggressive physical contact, questioning, gifts, threats, orders, distraction. The only way to bring 1372 out of its crying state is violence committed by subjects against living beings, including self-violence or accidents. If any of the above occurs within a subject's field of vision, the object will react positively to this, first by stopping crying, and then by starting to laugh. Upon noticing such a reaction, subjects begin to profusely inflict violence on each other without resisting and demonstrating a sharp increase in the pain threshold. The more painful and or life-threatening the actions performed by the subjects, the more expressive the object's reaction. If a subject is alone with the object, they will harm themselves up to and including death. If no subjects within 1372's field of vision are capable of experiencing pain, it will enter a crying state within 30 seconds. If a subject is forcibly rendered unconscious or incapable of functioning and separated from 1372, the effects of the mental effects will persist for 4 hours. During this time, the subject will attempt to return to the object, and if deprived of this ability, will attempt to create video footage to console the object. Videos like this don't serve their intended purpose. Anyway. A secondary effect of mental compulsion is that involuntary actions performed by subjects after several successful attempts to comfort the object. The subject will involuntarily cause themselves mild pain or discomfort, resulting in a positive reaction from 1372. Only those who are completely paralyzed can avoid this effect. If the event that the subject is unable to elicit a positive reaction from the object, data expunged. See Experiments 13 and 14. SCP-1372-1 is data expunged. See Incident 1372-1, Theological and Thaumaturgical research required. There is likely to be a tertiary mental impact of approximately 2 points on the Schmidt scale, which excludes thoughts of causing harm to the object. Verification required. Discovery history. During a routine investigation of local folklore, MTF-PI-3 storytellers was conducting an investigation of a tainted forest near Redacted. SCP-1372 was discovered standing in the middle of the forest near the remains of a wooden dwelling, later dated to the 18th century. Upon being affected by the object, 2 MTF members with insufficient mental resistance used weapons against each other before being quickly incapacitated by a mimetic agent being fed to their visors by the MTF commander. The remaining MTF members placed the object under containment. The remains of redacted people were also found near the site of the discovery, the earliest dating back to the 18th century. The latest belonging to Redacted and Redacted, police officers who went missing on Redacted during an investigation into a missing person from the nearby village of Redacted. Alright, applications. A brief summary of experiments. Responsible for experiments, Dr. Zenison. Experiment number 1. The subject is subjected to a full mental influence. The researcher who was observing the experiment remotely is subjected to a weakened influence and interrupts the experiment. Conclusions. The OUS have been clarified. My IMU of 2.5 points is not enough even to look through the cameras for a long time. We need to figure this out, otherwise we won't be able to conduct a normal study. Experiments 2 to 9. The subject watches/listens to audio and video recordings of the object from various periods of time. The OWS have been clarified. Recordings of the object more than a minute old do not pose a mental threat. AI recruits perceive recent recordings of the object as disorienting information noise. What I hate about magic and other devilry is that sometimes, for some reason, they see the difference between information that was captured by one device, transmitted to another, and reproduced, and information that was captured by one device, transmitted to another, lay on it for a while, and was reproduced again. I was surprised that Vasia's reaction on the object was, but approved its memory clearing, which is TSUII-3 Bezalevs. We will deal with the question of why such an ancient thing interacts with technology in this way. Last of all, a neural network without AI can filter audio communications from the sound of crying. Experiments 10 to 12. Data removed. Treatment of subjects with amnestics is effective only after mental influence of the object has completely ceased. The pain threshold of the subjects increases significantly. Animals are not subject to mental influence, but can serve as material for causing a positive reaction in the object. I don't know what else I expected. 3 corpses, 3 wounded demon, 2 trampled lab rats. I think there's no point in conducting new experiments with the number of subjects and the tools of self-mutilation available to them. Otherwise, the ethics committee will decide that I am a maniac. The subject doesn't respond to attempts at contact, only cries and laughs. I doubt that she's even intelligent. I just need to check a few details, and then I can assign her safe and put her in a box. Experiment 13. The immobilized subject was able to induce convulsions in himself in the 4th minute of the experiment. Subsequently, the subject demonstrated signs of mental disorders of the paranoid spectrum and various phobias. Repeated treatment with amnestics did not improve his condition. The object poses a long-term psychological threat. I have a bad feeling about this. If amnestics can't stop it from affecting your psyche, then this thing is more dangerous than it seemed. Experiment 14. Sensors on the body of the medically paralyzed subject show a risk of heart attack in the 10th minute of the experiment, after which the experiment was terminated. During the subsequent interrogation, the subject constantly cried or laughed hysterically. Almost all articulate speech was schizophasic. The few coherent fragments of speech contained descriptions of hell in the Orthodox Christian interpretation, as well as apocalyptic plots referring to the revelation of John the Theologian. It is noteworthy that the subject was never previously been interested in religious topics. Further investigation by theologians and thaumaturges of the Foundation is required. No more long experiments. I'll check a couple more nuisances, and then I'll wait for the cool Padres. Incident log 1372-1, which occurred during experiment 15. Experiment 15, objective of the experiment, testing mental influence on a subject with pronounced antipathy to the object. Subjects D-516453. Notes: the subject is convicted of a series of murders with episodic manifestations of not saying that. The psychological picture demonstrates pronounced sadism towards children. The UMU test showed a result of 3.5 points. Course of the experiment: the subject enters the containment chamber for 40 seconds. He shouts threats at the object, demanding that he shut up immediately. Seeing the ineffectiveness of the method, he abruptly covers his face with his hand, miscalculating the speed and accidentally hitting himself on the bridge of the nose. The object stops crying and lets out a chuckle. Subject rips off the communication headset and tramples on it. The observer is unable to observe the experiment in real time, but does not notice this. Mistakenly accompanying sounds for interference, asking the subject for 30 seconds why he is not responding, when urging him to comply. Immediately after the destruction of the means of communication, the subject shouts, "Are you laughing, little redacted? I'm going to scare you now." And then moves towards the object. The object suddenly shows signs of fear. At the same time, another entity materializes in the corner of the containment chamber, appearing to be a 9-year-old girl in a cotton sundress. The subject does not notice it, grabs SCP-1372, and data expunged. The materialized entity laughs loudly for redacted. At the moment, the new entity materializes on the video recording with a 60-second delay. The observer experiences confusion and switches the video signal to a live broadcast. He is immediately mentally affected, despite the fact that the effect never manifested itself during his previous line of observation. He continues observation for 3 minutes, after which he leaves his post in order to enter the containment chamber. By the time the researcher arrives, the subject notices the entity has materialized and becomes confused, showing signs of intense pain. He seizes his actions, turns away from the subject, and pounds on the containment chamber's airlock door, demanding to be released. At this point, the observer opens the airlock and enters the containment chamber, immediately attacking the subject. The subject strikes him several times and throws him into the hallway. The researcher had not closed the airlock door, using his security clearance to bypass standard protocol. After which he hesitates for 5 seconds, returns to the subject, and carries him out of the containment chamber. MTF RHO-8, all quiet in Baghdad, arrives on alert and opens fire with non-lethal weapons on everyone in the hallway, then brings SCP-1372 into the containment chamber upon discovering a laughing entity in the form of a girl approximately 9 years old. The MTF members become confused, the entity stops laughing and begins crying. MTF recognizes object's characteristics and immediately leaves the containment chamber, with 1372 closing the airlock. Dr. Snitson is sedated and administered amnestics. Examination shows no long-term effects. SCP-1372 was presumably lost in its anomalous abilities. She has been given medical attention. Interrogation reveals a clear discrepancy between her psychological age and her biological age. D-516453 is interrogated, demonstrating a high willingness to cooperate. According to him, at the moment of establishing direct official contact with the new entity, he experienced extremely realistic and painful hallucinations. His request for amnestic treatment was denied. Members of MTF RO-8 were reprimanded for discussing the use of amnestics on individuals without appropriate level of clearance, under the pretext that they'll be used on him anyway. The newly manifested entity has been identified as Redacted, a resident of Redacted. It displays all the anomalous properties previously associated with 1372. Conclusion. Containment procedures have been revised, object destination has been changed to 1372-1, and a newly manifested entity has been redesignated as 1372. Team Lead's note. I'm furious. Before the begin, sometimes I hate my job. This is one of those times. So I just decided to test the subject's personality against mental influence. Found a guy who definitely wouldn't spare a crying child. And so one wonderful redacted morning, I wake up, read the notification that I was given amnesia yesterday, climb into the reports, and find out that now we have a girl who, judging by the interrogation protocols, spent about 300 years in hell. A redacted child hater who pulled her out of there. Judging by the interrogation protocols, he is now a demon hater. These creatures are worse than even children, he said, and I don't know whether to laugh or scream in impotent rage at this damn broken world. To whom she is grateful for the rest of her life, and another girl who took her place. Mira. This is not her real name. Natasha she forgot a real long time ago. Staff psychologist of Zone 43, Natalia Kuznetsova. This is the most terrible child I have ever seen. The way she talks and what she talks about makes me break out in cold sweat. To be honest, I don't remember what exactly is so scary about it, because every time I listen to her, I take amnesiacs. And since I voluntarily do this, then it's probably better not to know. Our psychologists and psychiatrists who work with her must be real heroes. I heard from them that when she was asked how much pain she was in, where she was, she broke her finger without blinking an eye and said disappointingly, "No, not even close." They tried to explain to her that she wouldn't harm her own health like that, otherwise she could die. And she even had a fit of hysterics because she thought she would end up there after she died. Psychologists say that she was subjected to very sophisticated torture for a long time, giving her time to recover and gradually increasing the intensity. But now she seems to feel very well and considers the conditions of the tension almost heavenly. She is obedient and absolutely diligent, but I cannot allow her into public areas until she is examined by specialists in demonism. For now, she is doing well in her detention cell. The last nuance that I wanted to clarify during the experiments was the possibility of a tertiary effect of mental influence. There is no
Real quick.
What?
Real quick, that word is tertiary.
Oh, tertiary. Okay, thank you. Tertiary effect of mental influence. There was such a thought. Why does no one try to harm the girl herself? It's not even my thought. Sakir suggested it to me. MTFPI-3 Commander, these storytellers, who has a mental stability of about an AI, I'm assuming, until he asked about it. I hadn't even thought about the idea of such an experiment, which is strange to me. I didn't even consider that the subject was capable of trying to harm the object, and no one except Sakir apparently had such thoughts either. And even when he asked me this question, I did not tighten security measures, letting a potentially dangerous test subject into the containment chamber. For some reason, it seemed to me that the subject must be revoked to do something like this, and I did not even bother to separate the object and the subject with the glass in this experiment. And you know what? It's better not to find out. The current hypothesis is that the attempt to harm this object leads to the transfer of the object to a new body, and sends the previous occupant of this body to a worse place. I'm not very good with all this metaphysics, forgive me. If anyone tries to test it, I will personally raise the ethics committee, which will definitely not approve of third graders taking excursions to the underworld. Alright, so there was definitely some errors within the translation.
Okay, let's just be completely clear. This SCP is not going to be covered even remotely respectfully by this content farm.
Oh, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I am dreading where they will take this given the subject matter.
Yeah, the second
Especially with how the demon was transferred.
the second I saw that P word, I was like, oh no. Like, the article handled it fine. It's the content farm is going to handle it horribly.
Well, yeah, the SCP Foundation always handles it wonderfully. That's not the issue. The SCP file is wonderful. It's showing something that was very horrible, and the Foundation person working on it is very upset about the whole situation. But that is neither here nor there. Content farms are known to be delicate. Especially not this one. Have you seen the ratings we've been giving them?
I am dreading this with you,
because we
Hatchet.
want to.
My literally my only issue with the article itself is
Yeah, it got transferred.
my only issue with the article itself is like the standard deeply ingrained misusing of some terms. But like
I don't think
the
it's
SCP
known.
article handled it well.
Yeah, I don't think it's fully well known how it got transferred, Keelan. It just transferred to new body when I think given in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, when the child was harmed, the demon transferred to some other person,
Yeah,
leaving the body of the initial subject, who was then taken in by the Foundation.
yeah.
Who had
It's
apparently been in
yeah.
hell for like 3 centuries.
Yeah, it's unknown how it happens, and I don't think they want to know how. From what it said in the end, I kind of want to know what the article has without the errors, because there was obviously some errors near the end.
Yeah, there was a handful of mix-ups.
Yeah, I want to read it. Like, yeah. So I looked at the thumbnail, and I'm confused. That's the thumbnail. It's the right number, but
What? Is there like is there a 1372 that's not RU?
there is. But
Well, they have RU right on there. See?
yeah.
Well, yeah, I know, but like
I think when I looked at it,
my
I think it was about a boat. So it still doesn't make any sense.
my first thought was like, what if it's like, what if this thing is so poorly put together that they mixed these articles up somehow?
Let's see.
I don't think so. Why don't we click for
It's a
for
geodesic
click
segment
page?
along redacted W longitude extending from redacted S to redacted S latitude. Yeah, it's an
By the,
area that ships cross. It has nothing to do with this creature.
by the way, you've got the
Oh, right, I forgot.
Discord thing. Let me take a look at it. What's the number again?
I got it showing right now in Discord.
Well, I'm asking so I can punch it into my browser.
Oh, 1372.
1372.
Yeah, it's just an area that ships cross and something bad will happen.
It is now linked in stream planning.
So wait. So what they so huh? I am so confused. Unless oh wait a minute. When was this article made? Last edited February 8th, 2023. Okay. January 28th, 2023 was the video made. It might have been rechanged to a different anomaly.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Then again, it wasn't that far away. Right here on the date. I'm so confused.
Well, remember, this isn't the first time they've greatly changed an SCP.
Yeah,
So
you're
let's see if
right.
they have any of the content from the SCP they are pretending to. Let's just see how inaccurate it is. Let's go in.
Are you
Yeah,
still
let's
looking at
go
the
ahead.
SCP? Anyways, what's
No,
the thumbnail?
I was skimming it. What do you think is our rating for the thumbnail?
4.
4!
Alright. Okay, so they even call it 1372-RU radioactive mutations.
Why don't
There
we look
has
up SCP radioactive let's look. No, why don't we give them the benefit of the doubt and look up 1372 radioactive mutations. Yep, only their video comes up.
Yeah, only their video comes up. There's SCP-4798,
It never existed
SCP-7219.
as anything besides their video version of it.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What's what is that other SCP article that you said pops up as well?
SCP-4798 and SCP-7219.
Let's see.
Why is it always 4? You know why. You know why. You know why it's always 4.
I think it might actually. I don't know how they could have fucked it up this bad, but I think they might actually be talking about 4798.
Should we read 4798 just in case?
Alright, I'm
Let
seeing.
me, like, I'm trying to do a quick pass through to see if anything remotely like shown in that thing.
Let's see. Oh, well, oh, they got a location in the description. SCP-1372-RU is a marble cave of unknown depth somewhere in Siberia.
Wait, which one are you looking at?
I'm looking at the video description. So if they actually did that correctly, so if that has anything to do with Siberia in that one,
This article does not appear to have anything to do with Siberia. What's the other one?
7219.
7219.
Wait. No. We're just trying to find this fucking SCP. It's cool. Well, it's obviously not 5536, an incident with a camcorder that emitted radioactive particles. I highly doubt it.
Why don't we just watch to see if it gives any more hints? Because
Yeah, because I don't think we'll be able to know.
Wait a minute.
What, you found it?
On 9798.
97, 98?
I mean 4798. Sorry.
47, 98. I was like, that's not an SCP yet.
It mentions border controls are to be outfitted in BCS Mark V class hazmat suits.
Mm-hmm.
And the terrible picture shows someone in a hazmat suit.
True. Wait, wait, we could try and play a little bit of the video to see if they actually say the right number. Because they could do
Fair
that.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's just play the video. Hell, you know what? What we could do is just watch the video in complete confusion and then look at the article that it seems to be based off of, change things up a little bit.
Yeah. We can do that. Anyways, here's the description. SCP-1372-RU is a marble cave of unknown depth somewhere in Siberia. The cave has anomalous radiation background which increases as you go deeper in it. The cave is home to many unusual phenomena. Radioactive mucus, insects creating this mucus, and mutated human beings. So what happened there? The SCP Foundation is trying to unravel the mystery. Wait, you know what that could have happened?
What?
What if the original SCP author sent them sent them like either a strike or a warning or something like that, and that's why they changed the name?
Not sure.
well,
Go
let's
ahead
watch it. Let's see what's happening.
Yeah.
Let's hope it's not racist.
Yeah. Alright. Alright, and 3, 2, 1. Well, if we see a little girl, then we know it's right SCP. Alright.
Victor, I don't have much time. Listen carefully.
Mikhail? I didn't expect to hear from you. Is everything all right?
Yes, listen. I'm in Belia Rika, in the mountains, not far from the Chersky Range.
What are you doing there? And
Listen to me. We were searching for some missing tourists. Their camp. It's like it was abandoned in a hurry or something. I don't know what the hell happened here. We found a large marble cave nearby, but soon after, the rescue team I came with just up and disappeared. I'm all alone. I saw some strangers on snowmobiles just now. They had a strange emblem on their jackets. It looked like a star. Look, if something happens to me...
Mikhail? Mikhail!
Okay, wait. I have an idea how we can find this.
What?
Because the incident being described here sounds eerily familiar to an actual case of disappearances in Russia. So if I find the correct name for said disappearances and I search that SCP, I might find the actual article.
Okay.
Oh, what's the name of this? Something Pass. It's not in the modern day. It was forever ago. Russian. Dyatlov Pass incident. So if I take that, Dyatlov Pass SCP.
Yeah, I also just right now use the Wayback Machine, and it's barely changed since 2022, which is before the video came out. So yeah, they definitely used the wrong one. Or they decided, oh, you know what, they might have not known this SCP existed and decided to make their own.
You know what they probably did?
What?
They didn't understand the SCP, so they probably lazy changed it.
That could be too. They could have not translated it and decided to just make their own.
Or they did translate it and decide to do this to get around the weird subject.
Yeah.
Is it even worth trying to watch this at this point?
Let's keep going. We've barely seen a few seconds.
I just want to see how bad it gets.
We're supposed to rate it on accuracy, after all. If they have the wrong SCP number, honestly, it's their own fault.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but at this point, at this point, I'm wondering if this is even worth it with this particular video. If it's so divorced from any actual SCPs that they're just telling their own story, what's the goddamn point?
Just remember, we're supposed to watch these and rate these for people who fall for the content farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this. My brother and I had always had a passion for science. We both majored in biology, wrote our thesis together. Hell, we even received our first grant together. But went our separate ways soon after. Mikhail only seemed interested in making money. While he was trying to cash in on our research, I was widening my knowledge. As a young, talented scientist, I was invited to work in the States and later joined the SCP Foundation. As for my brother, he got stuck in the Russian province. We hadn't been in touch for several years now, but recently, he called me to tell me about a strange discovery he had made. Later, I got a call from a town in Siberia and learned that they'd found the burnt remains of Mikhail.
How you holding up, Victor?
So his brother just happens to be in the U.S. branch of the SCP Foundation. Okay,
Yep.
Yeah, sure.
Even though
They're
there's
always
Russian
thinking about
names.
the United States.
Yeah. Wait.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say, Jerry?
This content farm always makes it about the United States.
Of course they do.
So this video might be racist towards Russian people.
Might be.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm
I'm sorry I said it like that. Let's keep going.
Ma'am. We had just graduated. Those are our medals we received in our department. I still wear mine. Mikhail has always been reckless. I remember one time we were skiing and got buried under an avalanche. My brother got a nasty fracture in his left arm. The surgeons had to put it back together piece by piece.
Why don't you take some time off? Go back home. Give your brother a proper
That
funeral.
doesn't sound reckless. That literally sounds like an accident.
Yeah, also, her voice is horrible.
That's normal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. White.
White is a real last name.
I know.
Almost forgot how cold the motherland could get. Bilaya Rika. What a shithole. They told me my brother lived here before he died. Huh, more like got stuck here.
Damn shackles. They ruined the engine. They won't let me leave.
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a hotel. Can you help me?
You! I won't tell anyone. I swear. Just leave me alone.
Okay.
What the fuck?
All right. No funny business in the room.
The
And
fuck?
keep
Why is there just a random phone, teddy bear, makeup?
I feel like this is some amount of extreme racism. Like when a Russian goes to a hotel, that's all they're going to leave in a cubby. You know what? Let's just keep watching this.
Yeah.
the TV volume down. Here is your key.
What a warm welcome.
What?
Oh, I said, did these guys stay here recently?
Well, yes.
Wait, there's
But-
an inhaler.
I guess someone's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, so as a quick side note,
Yeah.
this is taking place in modern day, hence the smartphone.
Yeah.
So, why did that guy get ganked by people wearing Soviet uniforms?
Don't worry about it. Let's keep going.
Oh, choose streaming. Maybe I should go watch that instead of do this.
We love you.
Those ones never returned. Our mountain guide Ivan has returned though, but they never did. Some men tried to find
Return
them,
though sounds like
but also
Nintendo.
disappeared. Gone for good, I'd say. They'd only found the one who had been burned down to bones.
Yeah, it was the remains of my twin brother, Mikhail Nishayev.
I know the locals, but I don't recall him.
Huh. Then what's his medal doing over there?
Oh, that's my lost and found shelf. Someone must have dropped it here. You can have
That's
it
not
if you
how
want.
Lost and
I don't.
That's not how Lost and Found looks.
No, it does not. Why would you have lost and found where objects can be easily seen and stolen?
You see,
Well,
The best
not
Lost and-
stolen, but easily seen. You're not going to jump over and grab it. The issue is that's not designed how a Lost and Found looks.
Yeah. Yeah, Hatchet, were you gonna say something?
I forgot it.
Ah.
Need it.
Strange. Why wouldn't the locals know Mikhail? I had the feeling my brother had gotten into some trouble. I remembered him saying something about people with the star emblem on their clothes.
That's their Soviet symbol. Just a
Yes, so... Wait, I guess it's not quite right, because it's not hammer and sickle. Maybe that's a different symbol, Soviet in nature, that I don't remember.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the
You want me to
Spetsnaz
look
logo?
that up very quick? What the fuck
I
that means?
I just thought that might be the Spetsnaz logo. Which is like the USSR version of the CIA.
I'm gonna look it up very quick.
Okay. I don't understand what's going on.
No, not the Spetsnaz logo. This is so fucking...
This is gonna be the worst SCP video we've done.
The Spetsnaz emblem looks eerily similar to the bat emblem from Batman, which is funny.
I tried to look the symbol up, but the closest I could get to was the hammer and sickle, which is not it is not the symbol they put there.
So they made their
Maybe-
own.
Maybe maybe this is all just a ploy to do an anti-communism story, and they're so scared of the communism that they won't even use the hammer and sickle. They have to use the hammer in a star. I don't know.
Also,
Let's
while
just
trying to find the proper symbol, I did find a picture of some cool art that I will put.
fun.
I mean, that actually looks really cool. It's not what we're
Yeah.
looking for, but I give up.
Yeah. Let's just continue.
Yeah.
I asked the hostess about them.
Are you from the police or something? Enough with the questions, shoot!
I was gonna get some rest and clear my head, but I got a call from a local police officer.
My name is Natalia Klimova. I'm a
I
local
feel
police
like no
officer
one
here
would
in...
talk like her.
Yeah.
It's like, I am looking into my twin brother's death. And she's like, why are you curious about your twin brother's death? Shoo! Police officer. Like,
What?
no, it's their brother.
And why is he now getting called a call from the local police in this place? He just got here.
Yeah.
Belaya Reka.
Does this
I was the one who...
does this fucking Siberian town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, Siberia, trademark, have like the single most effective surveillance state put into place?
Maybe.
Go ahead.
Okay.
found your brother's body. Can we talk in person?
Yeah, I'm on my way. Afternoon, I am Victor. I think I was talking to you on the phone.
That's right, please have a seat. First off, I'm sorry for your loss. Unfortunately, I didn't get to know Mikhail personally. I was transferred here only a week before the tragedy. The previous precinct officer was found dead.
You know what? I'm gonna
So,
look up Russian.
all I managed to learn-
uniform.
What's that?
I said, you know what? I'm gonna look up Russian police uniform because I remember the last uniform they covered.
Yeah.
And to know she is not wearing anything accurate.
Yeah. Anyways, let's continue.
learned about Mikhail was that he lived as a recluse.
When can I see my brother's body?
His remains are in the morgue. Our experts are trying to determine the cause of death. I just wanted to know if he had any enemies or someone that would want to hurt him.
We didn't keep in touch for years, so I wouldn't know. But when we last spoke, Mikhail mentioned a strange cave. How did you even know it was his body?
Here, take a look.
His ID. Someone wanted him to be identified. My brother said something about dangerous strangers.
With a star on their sleeves?
That's right. Do you know something about them?
No. But Ivan does, the mountain guide who was with the missing tourists. I could only find snowmobile tracks at the camp in the mountains.
Could these guys be who I think
No
they are?
mobile.
I'd like to talk.
That was. So it's definitely an AI voice.
Or just someone mispronouncing it terribly.
Yeah. It can be both.
Perhaps.
Also, I've put some pictures if you want to see how inaccurate the uniform is. Like, notice the women are wearing pants.
Hmm.
They have pants on.
I love how we know so little about whatever SCP this is actually based on that we're just digging in to every little detail looking for accuracy. With no actual relation to SCP, because this just isn't an SCP story at this point, it feels like.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that they just didn't do the Russian translation.
Well,
Talk to this.
So bizarre.
What was that?
also,
Huh?
what?
I was saying, what was that, Jerry?
I was going to say also, it is very in Russia to have everyone wear the same uniform. They typically don't care about skirts. They're like, you do the job, you wear the uniform. No girl version.
Yeah.
It's Ivan.
Not sure that'd be useful, really. He's been acting strange since his return.
I'll try anyway. I got the guy's address, and surprisingly enough,
Wait, hold
it was...
on. Why is there Pac-Man?
What is Pac-Man?
What the fuck is this
They even have the
video?
ghost! What the hell?
And why haven't we even seen the cave again yet? This is supposedly about that cave.
Waka 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 waka. That's all I think when I see that fucking house. Oh
Wait,
my
Yeah,
god.
Where's the Pac-Man?
Kieran, the Pac-Man is like on the windows.
Yeah, gee, I
Yeah,
see
if you look up, there's two Pac-Man surrounding the Pac-Man ghost. Like they're going to eat the Pac-Man ghost.
What the fuck? I saw it a split second. I was like, "Wait a minute, there's no way." And then I went back, and yeah, there it is. Why?
I would have never spotted that because I would have never tried to look for it.
You know, I've avoided drinking alcohol
No.
my entire life.
No,
I
don't
barely
let me take care of
ever-
you.
I've basically never touched the bottle. But
That's
you
good.
know,
Always avoid it. Always avoid it.
Mm-hmm.
well, I mean, if I don't do it in excess,
Gotcha.
just 25 shots, okay?
No.
That's all I need. It'll take
Drunk
your pain
stream,
away.
drunk stream.
No drunk stream.
Okay, fine. I'll just have my friend bring me weed.
That's better. And pet your cats.
Yay, I get to go be an alcoholic again. It's okay, just whiskey.
No. Okay, press play. Let's see what else they do.
Address,
Waka,
and
waka,
surprisingly
waka.
enough, it was that crazy
still
guy's
wanna
house,
try
the one that
whining
had been
me.
working on his car.
Yeah.
Hey, is anybody home?
Shit!
Oh.
Damn it! Someone must have gotten to him first. Huh. The poor guy was clearly trying to leave.
Wait,
Natalia,
did they use a
you need to
picture
get here
of
now.
real shoes?
Wait, let me go back a bit.
You don't need to. Let's not watch more than we have to. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Natalia, you need to get here now. Sure is a lot going on for a small town like this. I suspect the guide was killed because of something my brother had found. Any ideas, comrade officer?
Look, more snowmobile tracks. Just like the ones I saw in the mountains. I'm gonna follow them to see where they lead. You coming with?
The tracks took us high into the mountains. It was getting dark and we were caught out in a blizzard.
Why?
It was
How do they
reckless to go
somehow get
unprepared.
more racist?
I should know. No, we expect this. Yeah, I
The
don't know.
snow had covered our tracks. It was dangerous to go back now, so we had to find shelter somewhere. We stopped at a nearby cave.
What is that shit?
Looks interesting. Let's check it out.
You're kidding, right? I'm not going in there.
Fine, wait here. I'll go. It looks like snail mucus. I wonder what it is. Maybe this is the cave Mikhail was talking about. Then, I heard strange sounds coming from deep within the cave. Jesus! What the hell is that? The creature was eating the slime and didn't seem to notice me. I was able to spot something strange though. There were scraps of clothing on his body.
Victor, is that you?
And she's probably gonna die.
We're going back now.
What happened?
What's that?
Wait,
Oh my.
are you fucking kidding me?
What is this, the Global Occult Coalition?
Yes, the GOC. That's their symbol.
The GOC wouldn't be involved in this since they focus on killing SCPs, not making them.
Yeah, and they do the opposite. Wait, is that
I
the
hate it here.
Wait, is this the actual GOC symbol? Hold on.
This is so dumb.
Oh, I got their actual symbol. Hold on, I'll post it in here. It's not.
Okay, yeah, so it's
Yeah,
It's meant to be
basically the same thing. Okay, let's
Yeah.
keep going.
It's just slightly different.
We need to go now.
What's going on?
I said go! Mrs. White,
What?
this is Victor. I contacted my research base and reported on the strange events. The most disturbing thing wasn't the mutant in the cave. I was used to dealing with shit like that. It was the fact that the Global Occult Coalition was somehow involved in all of this. Did those bastards really kill my brother?
Got it? Backup's on its way.
Soon, the Russian branch of the Foundation was dispatched to Belaria undercover.
Yeah, they just mentioned Russian branch, so this was supposed to be the Russian SCP.
Let's keep going. Does it even mention a small
Agents
child at
interviewed
any
locals and
point?
tried to find
I don't
traces
know.
of the GOC, without much success. We set up a field camp near the cave and a lab in the local hospital. The first expedition revealed the radiation levels grew higher the deeper into the cave we went. Mucus samples turned out to be a powerful mutagen. It's scary to imagine what it could do in the wrong hands. There were more creatures in the caves than we expected. We managed to find at least 5. When the creatures were captured, they put up
You know
quite a
what,
fight and injured some of our
monsters? That's
guys.
a move.
They were strong, but the
Yeah.
most interesting thing was that they all had scraps of clothing on them. Did the missing tourists and rescuers get exposed to the slime and mutate?
Sir, we also found this deep in the cave.
Interesting. I think I'll look into that personally. Thank you, Commander Smirnov.
Is it just me, or does
I
I
swear,
feel
these
like they're
insects didn't
speeding
belong
it
to
up?
any species known to science. What's interesting is that they were the ones that were secreting this
Yeah,
mutant.
that's fine. They can speed it up if they want to. Make it a speed run.
Yeah.
Let's
Legion.
see what bullshit
Victor,
they can pull up
what
on
the hell is
video.
going on
Yeah.
here? Who are these weird people, and what are they doing in Belaya Rekar?
Everything's under control, Natalia. We're just scientists investigating an unknown phenomena in that cave we found.
Stop bullshitting me. Who are you people, and where do you come from?
I'll explain everything soon, just not now. We are the good guys and we're here to help everyone. I promise.
But Victor!
Wait, I just read Kina's message.
What?
Can't Commander Smirnov like the alcohol?
Yes, because they can't think of names.
Yeah.
Why are we wasting time?
Jeez,
Well,
Why are
oh,
we-
wait,
Why
Why are
die.
we
Right.
wasting time dealing with
We
The
need to see if
fucking-
it has any connection to the actual SCP in any way.
it's just
Press
local
play.
police force. Lady being angry, local police force.
Why the fuck they would put me out of my miseries as a Nubian?
Now go. We'll talk later. I'm so tired. Last few days have been exhausting. I need coffee. Where's the coffee machine? The morgue. I got so wrapped up in work, I completely forgot what I was here for. My brother Mikhail was there. Or rather, what's left of him. Senior Investigator Viktor Nishayev. I want to take a look at the remains of Mikhail Nishayev. Oh, sure. Follow me. Let me. Oh, Jesus. Of course, I had prepared myself for this, but what I saw still shocked me. Those charred bones used to be my brother. But wait a minute. I need more light and gloves. That's odd. There are no signs of a fracture on his left humerus. Is something wrong? You can take it away. Thank you. A severe splinter fracture
not
should have left
his
calluses
brother.
on his bones, but there were none.
Dun,
That's not
dun,
my brother. That must be
dun.
why they left Mikhail's documents
I
to make
got
us
a better
think
way
he's.
to do it. Where's the where's the goddamn button? Jerry, say that again, please.
It was not his brother.
Anyway,
He's dead. But what actually happened to my brother then? Did he become one of those mutants? I had to find out what happened, so I got on a snowmobile and rushed to the camp near the cave. I was hoping I'd recognize my brother as one of the mutants, when suddenly... Oh shit! The camp was under attack. Judging by their uniforms and equipment, they were soldiers of the Global Occult Coalition. Goddamn GOC! They're planning to destroy the anomalous
the
objects.
global occult might end up killing his brother if his brother's one of the mutants?
I guess so.
Well,
And
that
where's
is
the
very GOC, but this is still not on topic.
Yeah.
and where's the communism? Where's the communist guys?
That's
We'll
the GOC.
find out, I guess.
GOC isn't
soldiers are-
communist.
Hatchet is right. They're not communist. If they were communists, they never would have killed that poor chair.
The
The
Foundation
ultimate
won't let
test
them.
of your leftist. The ultimate test of your leftist biases. Would you or would you not wood chipper the chair?
It's like the chair reveals that the world is mysterious, but it also only pops up where people need seats.
Yeah.
It was over as soon as it started. The GOC soldiers were destroyed, but there were casualties on both sides. The cells holding the mutants were caught in the crossfire. No survivors. Quick! I need a stretcher! This one's still alive! Get him in the helicopter and to the hospital! We were running out of time. This officer of the Global Occult Coalition was an important source of information. Why did you send tourists to the cave? Why did you kill the guide?
It's not us. It's the Scarlet Hammer.
The Scarlet Hammer. What's that?
An
Okay, Pocket, I'm
organization.
going to look up if there's a Scarlet Hammer in the SCP universe.
I think it is. I think they're part of the Sarctic cults, which worships the Scarlet King and other eldritch gods on Scarlet King's side.
It seems like there is a Scarlet Hammer. Oh, they even used the image we were looking for earlier but could not find, and it pisses me off.
I see. Is it an SCP thing or a real life thing?
SCP.
Okay, I have a feeling it's gonna be the Scarlet King.
Let me
Okay,
just-
so why is the Scarlet Hammer's logo in SCP so distinctly designed like a communist symbol?
I don't know. Oh, god damn it.
What does it say about the Scarlet Hammer, though?
What?
I saw something with Scarlet Hammer mentioned, but I click it and it's not exactly about the Scarlet Hammer. It mentions the Scarlet Hammer. God damn it. Let me just
Okay,
put quotations around Scarlet Hammer so I can find the. There we go. Let's see. Let's see. I think it's mentioned what it is around the Global Occult Coalition ceasefires.
ah,
Or it does not. Let me look.
My brain cells are killing each other one by one.
I agree with you.
Well, you could always help me look. I have it right here where I'm looking.
I mean, I don't even know what we're looking for.
Well, when I looked it up on Google, the thing that popped up as part of the Scarlet Hammer under the link was Scarlet Hammer are the remnants of the former KGB Division of Special Circumstance responsible for maintaining and ...
Okay.
Hold on, I just clicked it.
So the reason why they've got the communism looking symbol is because they were originally a part of the USSR.
Very likely.
Fun.
Oh, there we go. Scarlet Hammer has it. Let me copy and paste. It's
Oh, I just found it. Yeah, here it is. Let's see. Alright, so if responsible for maintaining using former USSR stockpile paranormal threats, with the fall of the Soviet Union, several high-ranking officials in the DSC absconded with high-level perma threats, selling them to various organized Russian crime syndicates. At present, Scarlet Hammer acts as the largest arms dealer for para-threat level weaponry in the world. Alright. Structure Scarlet Hammer's leadership remains anonymous. Allegedly, the organization is led by a figure known as Victor. Wait, Victor's name was mentioned in 1372-RU.
Victor is actually a very common Russian name,
Yeah.
but they could have picked a different name for the character.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, this is like meeting a guy here in the States named John.
Yeah. Another common name is Ivan. There's a
Yeah.
lot of old folk tales with Ivan in it, different Ivans.
Trying to think. Ivan, Mikhail.
Oh my
Desert.
gosh. Right under it.
Oh, Vladimir.
Yeah.
Really common.
Right
names.
under Scarlet Hammer, I see something funny. Disturbance Hand. Disturbance Hand is a para-environmental terrorist organization opposed to the UN's current policy of containing and destroying paranormal entities to maintain the status quo. Members are often parathreats themselves, and the organization makes their travel and integration of humanoid and sentient parathreats a priority. Disturbance Hand has come into conflict with GOC on multiple occasions, resulting in death of multiple GOC operatives and several complete cells. Structure unknown. Resources unknown. Standing orders. Engage as soon as possible. All confirmed
Well,
standard hands
remember,
members
this is the
KTEs.
GOC's section of the site, so of course it's going to call them terrorists.
I just find it funny where they, for the others, they got information on them, even the Foundation, but the Serpent's Hand is like they have nothing.
Well, the Serpent's Hand hates the GOC.
Yeah.
It's almost as if the GOC used the wood chipper on the chair.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway,
Let's
just
finish the video.
That sells
How are we
abnormal
even going to
objects to
rank them?
terrorists.
It's gonna be a 0, straight up.
Yeah, even if the SCP somehow pops up at some point, it's still going to get a 0.
Yeah.
Are they responsible for all of this?
Yes, they found out about the cave. They wanted to extract the mutagen and produce super soldiers to sell off. We had to stop them.
Where do we find this Scarlet Hammer? Come on, asshole! Damn it! By the time we had closed in on the hospital, it had become clear that the Scarlet Hammer had found us first.
Oh my
Get us
god.
down! We need to help our guys! We were overrun. These terrorist sympathizers caught us by surprise. We're under attack. We need backup ASAP. Natalia? I rushed towards the lab. Apparently, the Scarlet Hammer agents had found our research and Officer Klimova. What the fuck? Mikhail, I knew you were alive. Hello, brother. My God, are you working with them? What happened, Mikhail? When did you start supporting these terrorists? When? It was when you used our research to make your way into the SCP Foundation. All the while, I found myself a cozy little place in the Scarlet Hammer. It may be a small organization, but they share my ideals. Selling anomalies? You mean those ideals? They are scum! Exactly. At first, everything was pretty simple. We lured tourists into a cave and fed them mutagen. You've seen the result for yourself. These mutants are truly killing machines. We eliminated the guide. He was an unnecessary witness. But things didn't go as planned, did they? You couldn't analyze the mutagen and lure the mutants out of the cave. Ah, that's right. And the damn Global Occult Coalition didn't make things easier. But then I came up with a plan. Let me guess, you remembered about me. That's right. One of the rescuers played the role of the deceased Mikhail Nishayev. I was gonna put our medal on the body as well, but I lost it. And you rushed to the rescue and brought your employees along. We made it look like the GOC was involved in order to pit you against each other And then everything went smoothly. The Foundation did our dirty work for us and helped reduce the number of our enemies. And
What the
now,
fuck?
we'll get the mutagen. No! It can't end up in the hands of terrorists! Pfft, people aren't worth saving, Victor. I'm tired of this. Drop the gun before I shoot this bitch. Now!
About time. Take the research and don't forget the mutagen.
I should have guessed. You're also with the Scarlet Hammer.
I had to kill the previous
If she's
officer
with
to
the
take his
Scarlet
place and...
Hammer, then why the fuck isn't she wearing pants?
I don't know.
keep tabs on things from the inside.
And it was probably you who came to Yvonne first.
He saw too much.
This is it, brother. I promise I won't be jealous of you anymore.
Now we just have to get out of here alive.
Don't worry, babe. I've got it all under control. Ooh, ah, shit! Ah, not so fast! Just die already!
Mikhail!
Run! Get out of here! I've always hated you! You won't get away with this! Ah! Ah, my fucking arm! Sorry for exploiting your old wound, but you asked for it!
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know either.
But let's keep going.
My place in life!
They also haven't mentioned the number yet.
Well,
Sir,
yeah.
are you all right?
Yes. Have you detained Natalia Klimova?
She's already in the helicopter, and we've seized the mutagen samples.
Well done. It's time we wrap things up and go back home.
Where is Mikhail Nishayev? We were informed he was in the lab.
He's dead. Call the cleanup crew.
It's gonna cut to him being that person.
Welcome back, Agent Nichaev.
Thank you, ma'am. Mutagen samples are already in the lab.
What about the Scarlet Hammer?
The squad that attacked us was eliminated, but we don't know where their leaders are. I hope interrogating Natalia Klimova will help us get to them.
Well then, let's talk to the lady. I won't tell you anything! You can't imagine how many times I've heard that from people like you. You're like cockroaches, always thinking you're smarter and more cunning than the Foundation.
Hey! What the hell? What's going on?
Calm
knew it.
down, Mikhail.
What? I don't...
Enough with your show. I know everything. Get the Foundation to do your dirty work for you, pit us against the GOC, steal our research. But that wasn't the whole plan, was it? You faked your death and forced Victor to come for you, so that eventually you would take his place and get into the Foundation. Poor Victor. He was actually saddened when he heard his brother had died.
Real clever, you old bat.
Just doing my job. Now let's talk about the Scarlet Hammer. Where's its HQ? We're not gonna tell you anything! Oh, don't underestimate us. You're going to tell us everything. Boys, bring in the truth serum. Let's start with, let's say 2 millimeters. I'm going to lie to you both. This is a very painful procedure.
Also, this entire video
There's
they've
no
not.
proof to him.
I think this is a fan video because not once did they ever say the number.
Yeah, this is just...
This is just a fan video.
It is.
Could it be a
It is
fan video if they don't
We just
actually
rate it
care?
0. 4, sorry. 4 makes 0.
This is... Yeah, I think the theory that Bright said, that they just didn't bother to Google Translate the article that they just randomly decided to choose. So they just came up with their own generic-ass stupid plot. This
4
was
is like
such a
bad
waste
because
of
it's just bad.